child. I said, come sisters, come and take back your child. This grace. Calling all the women, calling every single mother, Oba, woman, let us unite. Come, mamas, come and save your child. Baby earth is reeling and willing and needs your tender embrace. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's skies, ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I said, come sisters, come and take back your child. This crazy world is breaking and burning and needs your strength right away. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's skies, ooh, take back your child. Take back your child. Oh, this is our time. Oh, this is our time. Oh, woman, no. This is our time. Oh, woman, no. This is our time. There is no place to run, so you must take away their guns. And
Hello, everybody. That was a long one.
I was wondering what was going on.
That was a long one, dedicated to, of course, my co-host, Agatha.
I just love the song. What can I
Yes.
say?
This is our time, Oba. Of course, we continue every now and then. We remember to pay homage to Auntie Miata Famula.
Yes.
Facebook. This is one song that we have all copyrights to. I don't care what you do about it. It is for us to use. So welcome everybody. Please share the show. Share the show this evening. It's another Thursday evening. We're here this evening. We have a phenomenal guest.
Yes.
First, we want to apologize that Mr. Dionisio could not make it today. He had other engagements that he had to pay to. I don't know. I can't find the word, but he just couldn't make it. We apologize.
Yeah.
I know that some of you are looking forward to
Yes.
seeing him, but in the future he will be back.
Absolutely.
But then we stumble on to an authentic Liberian designer.
A gem.
Yes, a true gem.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to talking with him this evening. I'm so excited. But first, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. And I'm doing the most important thing I love to do, and that is to call my name.
Hello.
Hello. And I am Glendy Jean Juniors. I'm here with my beautiful co-host,
Agatha Joseph. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. And of course, Mr. Patmo is off today, and Auntie Beauty is somewhere on the yash.
She's still on the sabbatical. I do miss her.
Yeah.
I miss her terribly. I can't wait for her to be able to join us again.
Yeah, we miss the makeup, we miss the cleavage, we miss everything.
I tried to deal, Auntie. I really
yeah,
do.
You
I don't know if you're watching. I tried just a little bit.
You did a good job. Thank you. So everybody, please share the show. But first of all, before we start, we always like to be a part of history, be a part of what's going on in our surroundings, recognize people who've done great deeds And so we want to first pay homage to Madeleine Albright, the first woman secretary of state, who passed this week. I believe it was 2 days ago, at the age of 84 years old. So yes, thank you for everything that she's done, people's lives that she's impacted, girls who will use her and look up to her as a role model. We'll continue to remember her. We pray that God comforts her family and that she rests in peace. Now, let me get the Madeleine Albright out of my spirit. There is a story that's trending in the world that I am just so excited about. I'm telling you, it like Cory Booker says, we're not going to let anybody, steal our joy.
Yes.
We are not going to let anyone steal our joy. And this story excites me. It ignites me as a Black African woman. And so we want to pay homage today on women. Of course, we're women with words. So we have to talk about women up there. And so we want to pay homage
Black
today
girl magic.
Yes, to Josh Jackson. I am a little bit emotional when I get to get to this, because there's everything about this woman that's right. A woman of serious excellence. What I love the most, let me talk in secret. What I love the most, is that she has dreadlocks, and it will be going to the Supreme Court of the Americas.
Let me say what I do like. She said something that truly resonated with me. She said she's a mother and a professional, and she tries to balance it. She doesn't always get it right.
Yes.
And for us that are working mothers outside of the home, I can certainly understand exactly what she's saying. And for someone of her stature to say that, really, I'm like, okay, I'm not doing too bad myself, or I didn't do too bad,
No.
We all didn't get it right, but we did the best we could.
Yeah.
So I salute her for that. And I'm extremely proud of her.
So proud of her. It's just, her story is such a story of excellence. And something that touched me yesterday was, she explained a story about the fact that she went to public school. And then she was in a debate competition and found herself to have a scholarship to go to Harvard University.
Can you imagine?
And that evening, while walking on the campus, this other Black woman passed by her, and she said that it's like their minds connected, and the woman could feel that there was some fear or fright in her, because a Black young woman on Harvard campus, and the only thing the woman could breathe to her was persevere. And that word meant so much. It means that standing there, don't give up.
You belong there.
Yes, you belong there. Don't look at the color of your skin.
Yeah.
Stay there. And so to Josh Jackson, we wish you all the very best. The first Black nominee to be Justice of the Supreme Court of America. We're rooting for you.
Yes,
the other piece of the story is that this story is so unique. She's Black. She went to public school. No, she's a woman. She's Black. A woman of excellence, went to public school and went to Harvard. She's married to a white man. Let me put it out there. So everything about this story it's a huge history for all of us that people will be talking about in many, many years to come. So we are so proud of her.
Yes,
before we start, we also want to recognize our Golden Mic winner. Yes, Miss Evangeline. Woo!
Congrats, girl.
Yes, Vanjie, you did it. This woman, for the month of February 22nd to March 22nd, she had 464 comments. She was typing her way through.
She was busy.
She was busy liking and posting and commenting. This is what we love about the interaction with GBC Women with Words, is that You can get up any time of the day and you put a post and somebody's going to respond. And so even in your darkest part of the day, when you don't have a friend, please find a friend like us. Find a friend like us and come to GBC, where the page is never asleep. Those people don't sleep, and they are just we when we did the show, we started the show. We started with one day Yama Yama. Now it's Yama Yama 24/7. Every day.
But I still look forward to Friday Yama Yama. There are some days you just can't wait. Like I posted something this week. I just couldn't wait for Friday. It was so messy. And Yama Yama is, if that's a word.
I know. And today I saw Chaz, he posted, well, Omar Kwenah say Yama Yama on Friday, but this is pre Yama Yama day post.
There you go. And we welcome all of that.
Yes. So Agatha, tell us a little bit about the show, and then we'll go ahead and bring our guests on.
Listen here, we got the usual. Of course, we have this brilliant young man. He is a Liberian, and as you all know, we are featuring our Liberian designers. Glendy stated it, although we couldn't have Mr. Seal, we have a real gem, a true gem. And I hope we just welcome him, show him all of the love here at Women with Words. You know, we've been missing our ass into it, but we got a couple of good questions today. So hopefully we'll get to it. And you know, of course, we got to talk about whatever is happening in Liberia, and there's a lot going on.
Yes,
and of course, the page is very, very busy. Yeah. So we're going to cover that as well. So
we'll be talking about those House representatives and the Titi story.
Yeah, we'll be breastfeeding.
We'll be breastfeeding them. Nonsense people. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome our guests to the platform. Mr. Lemu Reeves. We are excited to have you, Lemu. Welcome.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes,
it's a real great opportunity.
Yes.
Yes.
We're happy to be here. Of course, last week was Agatha's week, and today I'm not going to let it go. We have a truth on this show that almost everybody that comes on, I got some connection. And last week, Agatha, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, she's been connected to the guests.
Yes.
But today, this connection she cannot beat.
I can't. But after the show, we start our own connection, and it's okay because he's a young brother, and I will be there for him. We're gonna lift this young man up because he's doing great things.
Yes,
go with it. Y'all be on a long time. Go with it.
Long time. I know you.
Thank you.
When you see me, Lemu is supposed to call me Omar Kwenah because I knew him for a long.
Yeah, we're back.
Don't tell the people you change the border. Don't say that. Y'all like real man and y'all let us embarrass people.
That's okay. If I change your dapper, that's fine.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness, but Lemu, we're excited to have you on. We're glad that you could make it. We're so proud of you and what you've done. We also want to recognize that the fact that you're on, and there's this huge time difference with you being in Australia, we being in America, it shows how humble you are, and we're proud of you, and we wish you all the best. So let's go ahead and start. We want you to tell us about Lemu LK. Tell us about LK. Who he is, the guests will want to know. And folks, if you're just joining us, we're here today on Women with Words. Agatha and I, of course, every Thursday at 7 p.m. We're live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. This evening we have the latest culturalistic. I won't speak the wrong English because Lemu, let me tell you, that woman in Margaret, they speak BB English. Me, I just go in my But we're here today with Lemu. I like to refer to him as an authentic Liberian designer. And you'll hear more about his work and how he went deep into the Liberian culture to pull out those things that really, if you're from Liberia and you're from back then, one of his designs is just going to remind you and it's going to look far. But this is the thing. We don't want you to just watch him and hear him. We want you to patronize him. We want this young man to go afar. Just like how when you be passing and you see the tikla bags, and you say that's a Liberian that made that bag. When you wear one of his designer. He said, that's a Liberian. Listen, I ain't got money for Marco Cole's bag. I ain't got money for Anne Klein bag. I ain't got money for Gucci bag. But at least I can find money to make sure I identify with either Tikla or this, because these are people that we know, that we grew up with, and we have a connection. So I want to encourage you all that we do what we can to put these people on top.
Yeah.
So tell us about LK.
Thank you again. My name is Lemu Kwenah Reeves. As you hear the name, you know I'm a and mixed with to school in Liberia. I went to St. Kizito High School. I went to Morovia College, different schools. I ended up graduating from the Cottona Campus School. And after that, I attended the Cottona University, where I graduated with a degree in a BSc in Management and Economics. So after college, Liberia, you know, it was really difficult to get a job. So I stayed 2 years moving around Morovia. I spent most of my time in, today I can say it because I know other people are out there and they somehow losing hope, but I spent most of my time after college sitting in the ghetto and just hanging out with people until one day a friend came up and said, oh, they are looking for people who graduated from college and to go to the AFL. So I'm like, this sounds good. And the people that got a college degree will be able to go to America. Of course, it's everybody's dream to go to America. So I'm like, I am going to go. So I left the ghetto, cleaned up myself. I took like 6 months and I said, I have to go. And, you know, I talked to a few friends and I'm like, you're too skinny. You can't make it in the army. So you can make it. You can, how many push-ups can you do? But yeah, so they were looking at the physical side of me, but I had the determination. I knew I was going to do it. My mindset was really firm that I was going to get into the army and achieve that. So went to the army, graduated, and 2010 was a real game changer for me. That's when I started to understand myself as an individual. So one night, I remember I was on guard with my friend, and it was we're going to the new year, and I told him, I said, let's make a new year resolution. And I can't remember what he said, but I told him that 2010 is the year I want to travel to America. And that was my new year resolution. I never had any programs that were coming up in the army. My name wasn't on anything. However, in 3 days' time, my boss, who was a white lady at the embassy, and she came into Shuffling Barracks, and she said, "There's somebody called me and said, oh, you said you wanted to be in the Coast Guard. There's a lady out there who looking for people to be in the Coast Guard."
Oh, wow.
So I came running out. When I saw this white lady, the only thing I could see was the face of my mother. She was identical like my mother. I'm like, what? But me and her really click anyway. I don't want to go down the emotion.
Wow.
But me and her really click, and she wrote my name down. So after 7 days, I was in Connecticut going to Officer Kennedy School.
Wow.
And when I went to America, I went to America. I never like it. But I'm the kind of person who I write down everything from college. I got so many journals that I've written down stuff. So I was in America. I remember I was in my dorm room and I wrote Australia down. I said, I want to go to this country. This is where I want to stay. And, no opportunity. Liberia is not connected with Australia anyway. Australia is a British colony. So came back to Liberia. Long story short, I had an opportunity to come to Australia to come and study ocean governance and maritime security.
Mm-hmm.
I came here after I stayed 4.5 years in the army. So I initially signed for 5 years. And the reason why I signed for 5 years in the army was because I knew that when I leave Liberia, it was going to be really hard for me to come back because I had this fashion stuff in mind. I either wanted to be a designer or a chef.
Okay.
I love to cook too, but um, so I say I would serve my country. I'm a servant by nature. I love to serve people. And I say I would serve my country. And once I leave Liberia, I know I can look back and say, yes, I did it for my people.
Right.
So 4.5 years, I talked to a few people in the army. It was like a no, you can't leave. So anyway, it's another story. But I came to Australia, and I came to Australia with a plan. I came to this country to succeed. I came to this country to be a fashion designer. I worked. I volunteered. The first thing I wanted to get to know how people work here, I wanted to get in the community. I wanted to understand how the people live here. So I volunteered for 6 months. And at that time, I was on strap. No man, nothing. I was volunteering, but I made really good friends. And people were directing me. People were bringing sandwich to me at work, And so after a while, I talked to a few Liberians that I knew not really well, but I knew one girl who was in Cottington and she lived here in Australia. So I talked to her. I said, look, after school, I want to come over to you. I want to stay in Australia. So can you please help me? I said, no problem. And, you can come. And I also talked to a few other people I knew and they said, yeah, you can come. After school, just give us a call. I remember I had 300 Australian dollars and I bought my ticket. It was like $260 or something. And I was on my way to the airport. I had my travel bag on my way to the airport and I rang the phone of all the people that I've contacted and nobody picked up the call. So I was like, nowhere to go, like nowhere, absolutely nowhere to go. So, and I was living in a little town. So I had to come back to that town. When I came back to the town, I remember while I was in school, we saw this African guy who invited us to eat at his house. So I went knocking on his door. I said, Mohammed, I didn't go back. So I don't have anywhere to stay. Can you help me? And he said, oh, no, I don't know you. And so I said, please just give me 1 week. So, and I don't know why I said 1 week, but it lasted for 1 week. And I stayed in the house for a week. I remember the day that I went out for a walk. I told his wife, he was at work. I told his wife, I said, I've been in the house for 1 week. And, let me go and know what I'm living on the hill, or I need to go and just walk around. I went to walk around, came back to the house. The yard was crowded with Liberians. And I'm like, what's going on? When I got into the yard, I saw my suitcase in the front of the yard. And Mohammed said, I don't know you. You've been in the house. And why did you leave? Why didn't you call me? I said, Mohammed, you're at work. I couldn't call you, but I talked to your wife. He said, no, I don't want you to stay in my house. I don't want you. Anyway, I said, look, I said, a week ago, I said, I was looking for somebody to help me. I said, you help me. I said, you will always be my brother. I don't want us to have any bad blood. I said, but I will leave. So I took my suitcase, emptied my clothes in the bin, took my documents, and I walked up the hill and I saw this church. I think the gardener was doing something and I talked to him, directed me to the pastor. Long story short, an Australian family took me. So I started living in with an Australian family.
Wow.
So, and they helped me up to the days. These are my family. I spent Christmas with them and everything until the pandemic because everybody fell apart. But that was my journey in Australia, and that's just a little part of me. It's a long story. I think I'm trying to write a book also, but that's just part of me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think it also shows light on the word persevere, because that was tough. It's almost like you didn't know, you knew where you were coming from. You didn't know where you were going, but you were determined to get somewhere. And that somewhere is where you are today. And I hope I encourage you to write the book because people can learn from your story. It's kind of hard. It's like it's when we look back, we don't know the situation on what Mohammed, his wife, was thinking and what happened and all of that. But
Right.
just hearing your story, I'm pretty sure it was tough. But it's also the fact that you didn't give up. Some people will probably have committed
No,
suicide, something that you're in a strange land, you
no.
don't know anybody there. But
I came to be a fashion designer. That's a commit suicide.
yes,
I know.
yes.
Yeah.
Limu was in the army, Limu Coast Guard, Limu military. Now Limu finds himself in a church. I know he did some God work. Now
Oh yeah. Clean the
he in the
benches.
church so we heard a little bit about your interest in designs. So
Yeah.
how is it now that Limu has been able to make it through his trials and his ordeal? Now he has his own place and now he's able to formalize his dream. How did that happen?
So the first thing I did was when I got a paying job, I started working three areas. I was working as a receptionist in residential apartment. I
Wow.
also working as a air condition maintenance person. So I was working in a junkyard where we used to go. I
So
had one
three
Australian
jobs, you
friend.
want doing three jobs, Papa?
Three jobs, my one. I think I used to work like 98 hours or 80 hours a week. I used no sleep. I used to go to the
Wow.
supermarket, buy the roasted chicken and bread and mayonnaise. The three of them really go well together. You can, and get a soft drink or something like that. But it will last with me for it will last me for a week or something. So I managed to save some money. My goal was to really do what I'm doing now. So I was really trying to network, finding people in the industry and all that. So I worked as a receptionist until I got another job as a building manager, where we used to manage the maintenance of the buildings and all that.
Mhm.
Working that job, it wasn't really good for me because my bosses, I don't know, I read your comment you put on there about your boss. So it was really tough for me. In the morning I was going to work and really feeling like, why should I go to this place? Why? I felt really humiliated when I went there.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I need to plan better. I need to plan. I need to plan. I need to hold on. I need to plan. So when I got ready, I resigned, and I had a friend. We used to work together as a receptionist. So he was a Japanese guy. He moved to Japan and started his business. He started as a photographer. Now he's great. So I'm like, I would travel around the world and do research before I start my business. I went to Tokyo. I stayed there for some time. Went to London, where we make our suitcase now. And I met some other
Mhm.
people. I networked. Went to America. I went to Arizona. I went to this fashion school in Arizona where I just did a course, and came back to Australia. It wasn't sufficient for me. I needed to understand the basics of fashion.
Mhm.
So I decided I was going to enroll in a proper school. So there was this 6-month course. I knew I never wanted to be the tailor, but because I'm loaded with a lot of designs, and so I'm like, I will be doing the designing, but I need to be able to communicate as a designer. You need to be able to communicate with the people that make your clothes.
Mhm.
Right.
So I had to learn everything, the basics. So I did this 6-month course, graduated, and I launched the brand. So choosing my name as for the brand was something that back in Liberia, my name, Lemu Kwenah Reeves, is a native name. I was bullied for that name. Lemu is the meaning of Lemu is, I think, my heart, under my heart.
Mhm.
Or when you love the child and say, this is my heart or
Uh-huh.
something. That's
Mhm.
the meaning of it. So, but I was really bullied for my name. So I'm like, this name, I'm going to make people to buy this name. I said, I'm going to choose my name. My name will be on this brand. So everybody that never liked the name, we have to buy some name. So that was my motivation of choosing my name. I said I would take my name. And the fact that my both parents are not alive and they gave me that name, I want to honor it. But at first, first when I saw this name, I'm like, I think I could change my name. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Then I thought of my parents. I'm like, no, this is the only thing that I got from my parents. You
Right.
know, my name. I'm gonna keep it. So I took my name and then I started working with the graphic designer. And I told him exactly how I wanted the logo to be. I said I
Mhm.
wanted the L and the K and the R together. And you know, we did like maybe 27 or 28 logos. And I saw this one and I said, this is it. I wanted it to be clean. I wanted it to be timeless. I never wanted no fancy stuff. And he really executed well. So I sent it to a few friends, sent it to this person. The 28 logo, I sent it to three persons, and the three of them took this particular
Is
logo. I
one
said,
you
okay, good.
like.
I said,
Nice.
this is it. And I started with the first product we made was the bomber jacket. And because I initially said to myself that I wasn't going to go back to Liberia because 10 years old growing up in Liberia, I saw them kill the first person and a lot of other things happening in Liberia during the war. I was involved in a massacre where my mom was killed. It was really horrible. So, growing up and after I left Liberia, I just wasn't okay.
Right.
I just, and I saw a lot of people in government and walking around the street of Monrovia that was involved that I could recognize and we've seen on TV, and I said I can't live here. And, it's really I
Right.
will not heal. So initially I said that I would not go back to Liberia. So I said, what is it that I need to incorporate into this design that will remind me of my childhood? And
Hmm.
I thought about the hibiscus flowers. I remember when I was born in Newtown. There's a lot there, and then I think my parents. Not that I think my parents divorced, so I lived with my mother. And places that I lived, and the hibiscus flowers. Usually, Liberia will plant flowers around the houses.
Yes.
So yeah, so I remember that, and I said no. I did a research on the hibiscus flower. I kind of really spiritual person, so I do research on everything, and I want to know that it's gonna bring it is good for my business. So I did all the research on the hibiscus flower, and I say yes, I think this flower is appropriate. I look at all the bomber jackets. Bomber jacket is a real statement. It's never gonna go out of place, out of our wardrobe. So I'm like, I'm gonna start with the bomber jacket. I'm gonna start with cap. I'm a black man. I like streetwear. We love our caps, so I'm gonna start with that. So that's how I incorporated the hibiscus flower into it. So it's a real memory of my childhood, and most Liberians that know that flower have seen it. And it really been rewarding that people that on my Facebook, Instagram, every time they travel and they see the hibiscus flower, they send me a picture. This is the hibiscus flower. And I'm really glad that I'm able to touch people with that and remind them.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's your
I
signature.
want to touch on the biscuit, and you know what happened? I'm so sorry. I guess I slacked off a little bit. I have a lot of
Yeah.
other pictures, believe it or not, to show as we talk about your design. I don't know what happened to me that I did not upload the most important thing about your designs that I
The
like.
hibiscus.
Yes, 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 yes,
But that's
That's
fine though.
okay.
yes,
While you look for that, we will be talking about Katawi because I'm very interested in that.
yes.
You
So
got to be-
So
yeah.
this is I'm sorry, folks. I don't know if y'all can see this. I can't
No,
upload
sister,
it
go
now.
ahead and upload it while we're
It's
talking to
gonna
him.
be difficult though, because I will have to switch over. Anyway, it's on the
It's gonna
page.
be
There
difficult.
you
Yeah.
go.
It's on the page. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be able to do it here.
All right. We'll make sure that we
Yeah.
put that
Yeah,
hibiscus
yeah. But
flower
Oh yeah,
I
on there.
think the
absolutely.
thing about the hibiscus flower that one of the reasons why I look at it and I say that you're authentic um in the culture of Liberia in your designs. And that's because when you go back as a young man, a young Liberian man, and you can start your designs and start it from hibiscus flower, that's 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 phenomenal. That's
Yeah.
something that probably no one has thought about. So it's like 2 months ago when I first saw the jacket with the hibiscus flower, it caught my attention. And since then, I've been tasting that flower in my mouth. I remember
course.
my grandmother used to cook the leaves with her flour sauce because it was so it had more ochre taste or whatever, slippery than the real okra.
Slimy.
Slam,
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm.
You see how Ima Kolokwa, she read the word.
It's slippery. What did I
It's
remember?
slippery,
It's
Papa.
slimy. It's
Yes,
slimy.
very slimy. But and it didn't just come easy for you to want to do that. It took a
No.
lot
No.
in you to want to take it back to the base, back to the basics, to where we started.
The base.
So that is important. Another thing that I thought about is I have not been able to wear any Gucci belt with a sign. I will hope that you will make me a customized belt with that sign so I can be able to gather my waist.
With this one.
Yes. So I
Oh
can
yeah,
gather my, I
absolutely.
think it's gonna look good in a belt so I can gather my waist with it. But I
So
think
she
the
can
fact
gather her
that
waist.
yes, gather my waist.
Gather my
Yes,
waist.
his
That's
sister
a
let
plan.
me gather my waist. So I got put all of them together with a belt and snatch it.
You know what?
Gather my waist.
Lemu, while she here talking about
Yeah.
gathering in her waist, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about something else, and I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure most of
Okay.
our audience here thinking the same thing. Y'all forgive me because my
Right.
mind went somewhere else. But that jacket behind you, I know we had a brief
Right.
conversation about it.
Right.
Tell us how you got there, and then I want to make sure I know how to order it because let me tell you, this man is in Australia, and he told me that he can get stuff shipped to the U.S. So
Absolutely.
for my anniversary, I'm aware nothing under the Patawi. So tell us a little bit about that because Mr. Joseph about to go all the way to Patawi Falls. Tell us a little bit about the jacket behind you because
And
I
you know
am
what? I
so
do have the
interested.
jacket. I do have the jacket. So I'm going to put it up so you can tell us about this amazing
Yes,
trench
please.
coat, Liberian
Yes.
trench coat.
Yep. Yep, we'll do. So going back again, I always wanted to, every time I design a collection, I want to have something to remind me about my country because I still think that Liberia needs to be out there. We need to be out there. And I sat down and thought about this trench coat. I said, what can I do to remind people that left Liberia during the war? People that have made up their mind and say, I'm not going to go back to Liberia. And they got kids in America and they don't want their kids to go back. I want to create a conversational piece that you can put that coat down and call your children and explain to them. You would definitely have story of every one of these places on that coat.
Yeah.
I put Bernard Farm. Bernard Farm is where we live.
I
That's where
see
my mother built
Dukor.
a house. I see Duco there. So I
West
came up with
Point,
all these
there.
names.
Carisburg.
West Carisburg. Yeah.
You just
Providence
took me
Island.
back.
Yeah. So I said I need to create something where people that live in the diaspora can be able to explain to their friends, their family. They can wear this coat and go to work, and somebody will be like, "What is this?" And it's the whole conversation, you know. You could invite somebody for dinner and explain about this coat. So that's how I came about it. I wanted to create something that's original to Liberia that nobody else have done. This is my original work, and yeah, that's how I done it. It really, I knew it was going to blow up. I sat down, I thought about it, and this is who I am. You know, sometimes I just follow this person in me, and that person been guiding me throughout everything I've done in my life.
That's
So that's how we came with this code. And the good thing about this code is that you can choose whatever color you want because we got the pattern here. We got any color you want. We can do that. We're doing the winter one where you have really fur on it, and it's just going to be really because my design is out there. I want when you wear my clothes, you should be seen. Somebody should ask you a question. That's my design. So yeah, that's how we created it. So you can choose your color, whatever name you want on it. You tell us, we can replace it. We can put it in.
Oh, wow.
I remember few days ago. Yeah, we can put whatever name you want. We can place it on the coat.
Nice.
You see, smell no taste on there.
In the
Yeke pie and smell no
fabric and
taste.
Wow.
printing. Yeah.
Clay
So
Ashland.
Clay Ashland, Snapper
Th-
Hill.
This is beautiful. This is really,
So
really nice.
yeah, it really thought about. I really thought about it.
It's
So yeah,
perfect.
so, as I was saying a few days ago, a lady ordered two of the coats, and she sent all the other names that are not on the coat, different name, Town. I said, who is this person? So I rang her up, and it was a white lady, and she said, I live in Liberia in the 80s. I love that country.
Oh,
And
wow.
I saw it on Facebook, and I just want to get two for me and my husband, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So
That's
I'm like, all
wonderful.
right, I'm gonna do your pattern. So I'm really grateful that I was able to come out with this. We ship to America. America is my biggest buyer right now. Most 99% of my clients are in America. We send a lot of coats there because of the pandemic. Before the pandemic, it used to be 4 days. You would receive your coat, but now things are really slow. But
Mhm.
yeah, so
So
That's
Limo, someone is
awesome.
if what is asking, I know you talk a little bit about in the winter, you're trying to make something for winter. If what is asking whether this coat can survive in the rain, in our rain.
we got another pattern. We got another fabric. We do the recycle polyester, and
Okay.
that's the red one that you show, the red coat.
Mhm.
That's the recycled polyester. It's good for the rain too. I mean, you're not gonna just be
That's
standing in
good
the
to
rain,
know.
but yeah, it's good for the rain too. And this one is much cheaper than the cotton one. This one is the heavier one. Yeah, this one is the heavier one.
Nice.
Yeah,
So I put the website out. It is lkreeves.com.
correct.
So tell us about the price. Now this is authentic work. This is a lot of thought that went into the work,
Yes.
and it's not cheap.
Yeah.
It's got some money, but if and let me tell you, even if my money reached that, the fact that I got to buy one and I see her in it, that mean wearing it.
I know. I
L-
know. I
Let's
know. I
listen
know.
here. There's and Limo, I must
Yeah.
speak. I must speak on your behalf
Go ahead.
because
Yes.
I am now your big sister, as we say in Liberia.
Absolutely.
Listen here.
Absolutely.
If they can take their money
Yes.
and go buy Michael Kors that they don't know where
Mm-hmm.
he from, right? They can take that money and go buy Gucci. Let me say it like I say it when I want to make my kids mad. They go buy Gucci because some of them don't buy real Gucci.
Yeah, Bagusi.
Buy Gucci because you know they don't buy it from. Anyway, but here's the thing: we
Yeah.
have to support our own.
Absolutely.
This
Absolutely.
young man isn't looking for a handout. This young
Yeah.
man has educated himself, left his mother's land, went to a foreign country, even if you didn't know his story. But you don't have any excuse right now. You know his story. You know some of his story. He's shared it with you. There should be absolutely no reason, if you can afford it, not to not to
Mhm.
patronize him. He's
Yes.
not looking for a handout. He has a quality product. He has a fashionable product. I can tell just from the presentation that it's well made. So
Yeah,
if
it's
you
well
can
made.
take a couple of $100, and I don't know how much it costs, and I'm not in your pocketbook, but just the way you can save and go give Michael your money, you definitely can save and give LK Reeves your money because he's
Support.
one of us.
Yes.
He is our own. He's your little brother. He's your nephew. He could be your son. I ain't gonna tell you how old I am, but you get the picture. So let's patronize him. I want to
So
challenge all of our listeners today to go to lkreeves.com and purchase something. And all I want you to do when you purchase whatever you purchase, tag Women with Words page, because I think, Lenny, we need to do a day where we shop LK Reeves and we post
Yes.
it on Women with Words page, and
Yes.
let's have an
You see that woman, you see that
day.
woman trying to steal from me now, eh?
No, I ain't trying
I
to see you. Like I said,
I see.
Yes, but that's a good thing. We need to do that.
he's
that.
enough. There's plenty of this young man to go around. You ain't gotta keep him for himself.
Yes.
This young brother is doing well, and we need to support that in our Liberian community. I right after they show me, I'm going by my own your business. I already tell you, and I'm weighing anything on a part away from Mr. Joseph. That has spending whatever you're doing, your own your business. That we me I want.
Did y'all hear this woman here? Did y'all hear that? Let me just say, folks, if you're just we're having an amazing time, amazing, talented young man, Lemu Kwenah Reeves, our latest, newest, thoughtful designer who lives in Australia. He's a Liberian. He's developed and created the Liberian trench coat. This is the if you see the pin also is really nice. Yeah. Nicely made, presented well. There's also this one in silver. There's also a black one that I didn't post, and this is the red, orange looking one. Joyce Mingo is saying that she wants it in blue. So this is how you can get to Lemu. You can either, if you I'm sure after the show, Lemu is gonna go back and respond to the different comments and tell you all how. This is his website. That the quote is actually 629 American Christian United States dollars.
Christian.
And you can pay in 2 installments.
Yes, and he's already offering you beautiful.
My dear, the people can buy Louis Vuitton.
Yes.
For $2,000.
Yes.
They can buy this coat for $600.
But we want to make sure that on a serious note, like how Agata said, we want to do all we can to promote this brother. Promoting, when you hear his story and hear that he also, let me tell you, he mentioned a little bit about it, but how many of us had our parents killed during the war? He just touched on that piece. So, and he also touched on the fact that he doesn't have a mom, doesn't have a dad. He has siblings, and he's living away from Liberia, and he's been able to make it. And what can we do? We can all put our arms around him and be supportive of what he's done. But there is also, I like the jacket. I'm making my shopping list. I like the beret. I want a belt. I want the beret, and I'm going to get the coat also. I'm going to get the coat for my birthday, and I will be traveling somewhere, and I will definitely, my own coat, I got anybody to wear anything for it because I'm a virgin.
You're a virgin?
I'm a virgin. But I will be traveling with my coat. I want it. I would love it in navy blue. It's my color.
Okay.
But I also wanted to, so I'll send you, we want to be able to patronize this brother.
Yes.
We want to see his things out there. We want people to, it's very thoughtful. It is the first of its kind where you see that a hibiscus flower from a Liberian child who is in a jacket. You also see that he has suitcases that he's made, that he has cap that he's made, he has a beret that he's made, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come in his work.
Oh, absolutely.
But we want to sign here. We want to make sure, like Agata said, we will be probably finding some time, maybe a Saturday afternoon where we can come on, like Agata has offered. Let me tell you, Lemu, if Agata said let's do it, I would say yes.
We gotta do it.
Yes,
I mean, it makes sense. Yes. Why not? We gotta have an LKR day.
Yes. So an LKR day will be coming soon one Saturday. Just let us know, and we will definitely do it. And we can probably do it. I think we should probably do it soon, before May, so children can buy Mother's Day gifts.
Hello.
Yes. So children can buy, and that idea came from IFA. So we can do it maybe somewhere in the second or third Saturday in April. And that will give them time to purchase it so that you can mail it to them. So you have a date, my brother. We're going to bring you back on to sell your products. We want to make sure that when they ask you, how did you hear about LK Reeves, you say, women with words sent us.
Women with words.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
But there's another thing I want you to talk about, this blouse. I'm trying to lose some weight for this blouse. I want you to talk about this blouse.
So I went to I think I bought this fabric from I think it was Japan or somewhere I bought this fabric from. And I wanted to do something that I thought of a lady going to a party and just being the light of the party. So I said, I'm going to make this blouse and make it just really fancy. So, and I also, when I thought about making this blouse, I also thought about my good friend in America who she really loved. And I'm like, I would make this blouse and name it after her because I think it's going to suit her well. So yeah, it's purple. A lot of people love purple, and this one is complete. It's silk, so I use a lot of high-end fabric because I don't want you to buy stuff and wear it one time. I also don't want it to just sit there. You could resell it because now a lot of people are doing resell. You can take it to the vintage store or whatever. Right. So I really put a lot of thoughts from the fabric to the construction of the blouse. I want it to be really something that when you look at it or when you buy it, you can appreciate it, not just another blouse. So that's how I came about doing this. And I just made it short. And TT Ruffle blouse.
TT Ruffle blouse.
TT is my friend.
Yes. TT Ruffle. It's a beautiful piece. If I gotta just imagine me here, this Virgin Glendale wearing that blouse at a party.
You won't be a virgin for too long. You see that really deep cut? That deep cut will just accentuate the girls. And I really believe if you get that blouse, you won't be a virgin for too long.
Yes. You got it, baby. That's what I like about you. Yes. Yeah. So folks, we've been talking to Lemu LK Reeves, a Liberian designer living in Australia. He has designed the first Liberian hibiscus jacket with the flower. If you've been to Liberia, if you know that hibiscus was fence in front of your pie in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, when they back in the day, they were not building, they were not using rock fence, no high fence that they had hibiscus. While your boyfriend would be jumping over. That was the hibiscus, but we are so proud of you, Lemu, and what you've done.
Thank you so much.
Want to encourage people to go. I have pinned the website on the live feed. Lemu will come. He will go back on the chat to be able to comment and respond to each of you. We will set a date in April, a Saturday in April, that it will be at a more convenient time for him and for us, where we can relax and we can just sell his products. To be able to put our brother out there. He's done a lot. When he first started, he was alone. Now he's no more. He's got us.
The village is behind you.
Yes, and the village will support you. Agatha, any other question for Lemu?
Yeah, let's learn a little bit more about Lemu outside of all of this fashion world. We know you are educated young man. We know you're hardworking. We know you're creative. You're business savvy. What does Lemu do for fun?
I love traveling. I like to know about new cultures. I like to meet people. So I travel a lot, and I love long haul. If the flight is not more than 6 hours, I will not get on the flight. I'd rather drive.
Really?
Oh,
so
wow.
I like long flights. I've done one 17 and a half hours to Australia, and I want to do something longer than that. I like to listen to music. Music has helped me a lot. If you go on my Instagram, music, I just play music. I'm stuck in the 80s. I cannot leave the 80s. I love the 80s music. I don't listen to all these new artists around. So I'm an old soul, and I love to have conversation, get to know people. I'm not really, I don't have a lot of friends, we say, because, you know, there's a reason why for all that. So, but I'm a very humble person. I'm a very caring person. Yeah, so I love to cook, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's
But
about it.
we're and someone is asking, I'm sure the website you have to pay through you can do credit card, correct?
You do credit card, American Express, everything.
Yes.
Yep,
So
you
the
do
question, to
everything.
answer your question, yes, you can do credit card. That's the website. Go reach out to Lemu. He will be able to respond to each of you. We want to work. We want to make sure that before we do the LKR day, to
Hmm.
sell these products, we want to make sure that at least we've had at least 10 people purchase some of the jackets, so that we can
Or something. It don't have to be a jacket.
Yes.
It will be.
Yeah,
I see some really nice baseball caps there.
Yes.
I like the one
yeah,
with the logo, the black and white. That's my
the
thing.
black and white one.
Let me
That's
tell you,
mine.
y'all can rock that. Put that black and white one, a red shirt, denim jeans. You will be fly. I'm just telling you, there's so much you can do.
Absolutely.
I see you have dresses and the
Yes.
luggage.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
luggage carry on?
Yeah, it's a carry-on.
Oh my
I do
goodness
carry-on.
gracious. That look, let me tell you, y'all better don't be sleeping on this child.
Yes.
Do not sleep on this. You don't want to see me in the airport looking fly, and
With
then
your
you be
LKR
asking
bag.
me where I got it from.
Yes.
It's about time. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes, I'm really excited.
Yeah, we're
Thank
excited
you.
for you. We're proud of you. We thank you for coming on. We thank you for allowing Women with Words to introduce you out there.
Thank
You've
you
been out
so
there.
much.
Thank you
Yes.
for coming. We're not going to leave from behind you. We want you to go far, far, far.
Yes.
We've already committed ourselves to another show in LKR Day where we'll sell nothing but LKR products.
Yeah.
Talk about you some more. So go make some stuff. Go make some more stuff. Make sure you make my belt for me
Absolutely.
to get on my waist.
And if you have anything new you are introducing to the market, Lemu, please make sure you put it out on our page. You're a member now
Okay.
of this
Yep. We'll
of
do.
this village.
Yeah, I got new
Let
stuff.
us know
I
if
got the
you're
spring
having new
collection.
things come up. Yes.
The spring
So one of the
collection is
things
already
that,
ready. Yep.
like Agatha is touching, once you come on this show, you have 100% free advertisement.
Yes.
So anything
Okay.
you make,
Thank
just
you.
share it on the page, and we will run with it. I mean, we have very supportive audience.
Yep.
There a
I've
lot
seen
of
that.
them have wholeheartedly embraced and welcome you and welcome your designs because it's authentic.
Absolutely.
So
Beautiful.
we want to say thank you. Do you have any closing comments?
I just want to let people know that some of the other works that we're doing for this business is we gave back to our
Yes.
people in Liberia. So we, for the past, since December 1st last year, we've been giving, every Wednesday, we've been giving 5% $20 just to help you with whatever. So it ended on the 27th of February. That was my first anniversary for the brand. And we do have people in school. We're taking some kids from 10th grade to 12th grade just by
Very
supporting
nice.
our brand. That's what we're going to use the money for. I also help mental health organization here in Australia. So I
Excellent.
just it's just about giving back because I find myself yeah, this is me. I just never wanted to chase the money. I wanted to also satisfy what's really personal to me, and that's giving back to the community. And my last word I mean, if you're starting a business, whatever you're doing, I think you need to know yourself, find yourself, understand who you are so you can keep focused. So whatever come your way, whether, people come and distract you, you can still know what the goal is and what you want to achieve. And you can definitely succeed. Thank you so much.
We're so proud of you, Lemu. We're so
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Congratulations.
Yes, we wish you
Thank
all the
you.
best. We know that they just broke to where you are in the people place.
It
Yeah.
just broke.
Okay.
It did.
They're not breaking the
More
people
open.
place. Huh?
Every
Yeah,
more
more
open. I
open.
We're
know.
open. So we don't want
Another
to,
email.
yeah,
Gabriel will be.
yes,
Eh,
you better design something with it.
Gabriel more open.
That's another thing.
It's all
But Lemu, we
Liberian.
want to say thank you for coming on. We
Yes.
will get back to you so we can plan the
LKR.
LKR
Okay,
still
I would.
day.
I'll also be in America in July. I think
Most
I'll
definitely.
be in. Yeah, I'll be in America in July.
Yes.
So yeah,
We will connect this time.
of course, this time around, I'm in charge. I'm in
Okay.
charge now.
I see that, my brother. All the best to you. Thank you,
Okay.
and
Thank
we'll
you.
we'll be talking to you. And folks, we want to thank you for joining us. We're not done. We're going to part 2. We just don't want to hold the man and a small man as celebrity. We want whole celebrity here who be here for 1 hour.
The man got to make money, yeah.
Yeah, the man got to make money. Then he go design something else. Okay. So Lemu,
Okay.
take care and thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah. Amazing.
I know. What a story.
Yes.
Everybody got a story. Oh,
Yes,
everybody got a story.
yes,
You know,
yes.
Evangeline said something that people often see the end result. They don't see the progress, the progression. How did you get here?
The hustle.
Young man was in a strange country, almost homeless. Well, he was homeless. And thank God for the family at the church. You know, he gained a family there, how many miles away from home. And I'm just extremely proud of him. His website is beautiful. The items on there, I know I will be purchasing something. So I just encourage everyone out there listening to do the same. We got to support our own.
Yes.
We just have to.
We must. And if you're out there, if you're watching this show, we don't discriminate when it comes to whoever wants to come on.
Yeah.
If you have a business and you have something and you want to come on, please just reach out to any one of us. Eva, myself, Agatha, Michael. We will definitely create the opportunity for you. This is what this show is about. It's about promoting Liberians, but also we have people that watch us in Nigeria. If there's a Nigerian artist or Nigerian designer who wants to come on, please feel free. We want to open up the platform to anyone who wants to come on. So amazing young man with amazing talent. And we wish him all the best, and we're so proud of him. So we want to go now to, you want to do at least one Ask Antia, and then we can do the trending topic?
No, let's do the trending topic first.
Okay, so we want to do trending topic in Liberia.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta laugh at this one.
Yes. So the people that were in the House of Representatives, when they had a vote, they said the women them, they commanding them to get a baby identity, breastfeeding. On a serious note, imagine that this is the only thing that they could focus on in Liberia today, to mandate breastfeeding. With all of the things that's going on, with all the rape cases, with all the people getting missing, with all the hardship, the only thing they could come up with is to take a vote and say, let's mandate breastfeeding. I don't even know what to say. I mean, why? A waste of taxpayer dollars. They have nothing to do. They have nothing better to do. They couldn't come up with some other projects that they could get involved in. Go in the community, see how the people are doing, see what they can do to take the trash from Monrovia. But the only thing they could do was to decide on what a woman does with her breasts and how she's supposed to use it. Take it away.
I wonder how many women were part of that discussion and vote. I mean, the mere fact that they could bring that up, like you said, for discussion just baffles me. Let's talk about the biology behind it. Not every woman is capable or physically able to breastfeed. Some women, after giving birth, don't produce milk. They don't produce enough milk. And for you men that have never breastfed before, it hurts, and your breasts get sore, and it's a really difficult thing to go through. So the fact that men, or the Senate, which consists of majority of men, it I find it just baffling that that's even something that will be brought to vote. It's not your body. It's
Mhm.
not your business.
How dare you?
Mind your business.
Mhm. How dare you? How dare you find us? The only thing you could think about to say, well,
Yeah.
let's come together, let's go vote and see what the woman going to do or did it.
What did it?
Mm-hmm. But if they go sit down in the House of Representatives, there was nothing else they could do. All
Nothing.
of them could not, they had nothing else that they could do that
Nothing.
was substantial enough to decide on but to vote and mandate breastfeeding. Really?
And what happens if the woman doesn't
Yeah,
or
so what's
can't?
gonna happen? And
What's gonna happen to her?
how are they even gonna measure that? So
You
are they
know,
gonna be following the women in the street to say, okay, did you breastfeed or how? It's like they're so
it's
less
just
busy sometimes.
ridiculous. I like that phrase Liberian people use, the less busy.
They're very less
How do you
busy.
quantify busyness? But yeah, you are less busy. It
Less
just
busy.
makes no sense. Anyway, you know what, Ma? Let them to do them.
Yes.
That's about it, because there's no way to even control that, and it is what it is. Unfortunately, that what the Liberian people can say, we inside.
We answer properly.
Mhm.
Properly. So I don't know what else is trending. There are so many other things that's
I
trending, but they
know.
have some political connotations added to it that I really don't want to get
Nah,
involved in.
let's
I don't
just
really
jump over
care.
it. Let D12.
So we're gonna jump over it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to do the Ask Enter now? We can certainly do that.
Yes, you got the question?
I do. So
Okay.
our Ask Enter segment is where we take questions from our audience. It could be about anything, relationship, platonic or a romantic, finances, dealing with your parents, whatever question you have. And we ask the questions here, and the team, the panelists, today is Glendy and I. We have an opinion and we try to answer it to the best of our ability. So I have two questions today. The first one says, Dear Auntie, my girlfriend asked if it's okay to have a secret bank account from her husband. What advice would you give her if she had come to you with that?
Why?
Why she wants it? She didn't say, but look at it holistically. She wants something that's hers. I don't see anything wrong with it. When I talk to my children, my young ladies, I tell them you want your own. I don't know if I would consider it secret,
Yes.
but when you're in a relationship, it's good to be open. But I don't know what her relationship or her girlfriend's relationship is. Maybe she's unable to be open with her partner, but that's another story and that's another show.
Yes.
But I think it's okay for a woman to have her own, whatever her own is. It could be a little savings account with, you put whatever you can afford, or it could be both a savings and a checking account. What if you want to surprise your man with something and you don't have your own? He's going to know about it. And, and what if it doesn't work out?
Yeah.
You need something to fall back to. So I really don't see anything wrong with it. It depends on the relationship, whether you keep that secret or not. But I will encourage your girlfriend to definitely have her own accounts.
I think it's a good thing to have your own, like you say, every now and then you will have something you can, and you all can have a joint account, but you never know. Some rainy day may come.
Exactly.
And everything joined and something happens, then you're left without. Been there, done that.
Yep.
So it's important that if you want to do that, I don't know about the secret portion of it, but I think it's a good thing to have a separate account that you can go into and do whatever you want with it, but you
Yeah.
also have some extra savings for yourself. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
To our audience who's watching, if you have a comment on that, just let us know and we'll read what your response is. What's the
Yeah.
next question?
So this one says, I saw my best friend's husband cozy up with another woman. He didn't see me, but I took pictures of him. That's my kind of girl, though. Should I tell my best friend, or should I confront him and force him to come clean himself? You're going to have to go first on this one, Auntie. But she took pictures, though.
Either way you do it is because the one will be like, is it your business? If he didn't see you, is it why are you making it your business? You're not your friend. Why are you so bothered by that? And then also by you doing that, you're gonna hurt your best friend in the end, because unless you're prepared to, because if you send the pictures, let me tell you about women, if you go sending evidence and that woman and her husband make up, rest assured she's gonna be calling your name. Guess who sent me those pictures the last time? So if you're ready to break up your best friend friendship and then also have the husband to hit your guts, then go ahead and do that. But if you're not ready to do that, then it's like, if you want to talk to him about it, talk to him. But I would say, what is it? Why is it your business? Why are you bothered?
I have a different view on that. I will definitely speak to him. Well, let me paraphrase. Let me rephrase it by saying it depends on the friend. There are certain friends that I know, regardless of what I say or what I see, you know, it depends on that relationship. You can talk to them about whatever, but then there are other friends that you can't say nothing to them. So it really depends on that friend and that relationship. And what is your relationship with the husband? Maybe you really need to just go and talk to him, say, dude, hey, this is what I saw. It doesn't look good. I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, you might want to talk it over with your wife instead of doing this. You could do that also. And he probably will ask you, are you going to tell her? And then you tell them if you are or not. But I think just being upfront and honest with the man is fine. And also knowing the friendship with the woman and know how she's going to receive it. And if you know she's not going to receive it, well, girl, mind your business. Ain't your business. Mind your business.
Unless you say you're heartbreaking with our man, woman husband.
Yeah, go. The other way.
That's yours. But this is the response of Zoda about the money. She said, no, not only is it okay, it is necessary for women to have her own money. So
I agree, Zoda. I agree. Someone said each person should have their own account and then a joint account. That's from Agnes. So I agree. I agree.
So Sam Odu is saying, as much as a joint account is reasonable, one should have a separate account in order to be free in spending from your hard work and in case of emergency. That's true, because some of us people, we got plenty of extended family, they come and be taking the main money every day to be buying gift. My cousin said, I'm gonna send her $50. Go find your own $50 for your cousin and leave out their money. But anyway, those are the two questions. I think they're pretty realistic questions. The questions that we can easily identify with. So
yes,
opening an account, if it's $50, something else, you can go to it and use it. And certainly, if you find your girlfriend, husband out there, and mind your business, mind your business, mind your business,
mind your business.
So that's. Go ahead, Agatha.
No, if you have a question that you would like us to ask on the show, please, by all means, you want to email us at gbc@gmail.com. We'll be sure to ask the question on the show and, of course, discuss it. Remember, this is just our opinions. We are not experts. We are just women with opinions. That's it.
Yes. So what's trending on the page today? We had LK Reeves trench coat on the page. In 2 days, we got 3,006 viewers. So that says that they are really supportive of this young Liberian designer living in Australia. My people, let me show you the quote again. This is the brown. You can put Patawi, you can put, there's Patawi, there's Ducor, there's Carisburg, there's Forestville, there's West Point, there's Artington, you name it. You can say what, there's Bernard Farm, all on it.
You can put ERWA on it.
Yeah, there be a row pins, SKD Boulevard,
Dupo Road.
Dupo Road, Swangamo.
Patawi, I won't be nigga or no.
He also, I mean, this quote is really amazing. I mean, it takes you all the way back. And then he also has the gray. You can just decide. This one has Yekepa on it. It has Maryland on it. Just smell, no taste. West Point. Just really, really, really nice. Something that you can go back. And then this one that he said you can use in the rain also. Just very authentic Liberian
recycled polyester
design. Yes. So this is LK Reeves. We're coming up with a sale deal where we're going to be able to showcase all of his products and encourage this brother. His story is phenomenal, and the fact that he didn't give up, he persevered. We're excited about that. The other thing that's trending on the page was there was a question: after sex, what do you say to your partner? 1,600 viewers was on that one. Are you finished? You finished?
I don't want it. I don't want it like this.
And then the last one that was trending was there was a post with a lady who had bleached and her knuckles were so black.
I saw that. That. Look, melanin is really good for us people. Yes. I can't tell you. This whole thing about bleaching, for health reasons, God made us this beautiful chocolate brown for a reason. Embrace it. I love my dark skin. I wouldn't change it for the world. I just pray that others would see themselves as beautiful. And if you don't, I beg you, I always tell you to go to therapy. It helps.
Yes.
It really does.
But just stop the bleaching. I mean, just be it's kind of hard. Everybody that can say, you're lightening and whatever, but just it's our opinion. If that's something you like to do, by all means,
knock yourself out, right? I just saw somebody write something. I have to share this. I hope I don't mess up the name. Monar Keshin. He says, or I think it's a he. He said, I disagree. As husband and wife or partners, nothing should be separated. It is 100% from both parties. And I believe he's talking about the bank account.
Yeah.
And, you are entitled to your opinion. And I really wanted to share that just because it was different than the norm. But, I've been married for 20 something years and Mr. Joseph has his. I got mine and we got ours. And like I said, sometimes it's just really nice to get a gift from him and, not know where it's coming from. And I mean, if it came from our account, I would know, and I could surprise him with stuff and he wouldn't be expecting it. But outside of that, before you are partners, you're individuals. And if you're not taking care of yourselves individually, you cannot be a good partner to your partner. Yes. But that's just my 2 cents. So I hear you and I wanted to share your opinion.
Yes. So she said, I got mine, he got his, we got ours. I'm going to say, I got mine, she got mine, her got mine, nobody else got it.
It's all yours.
All mine and probably the children. So that's those were the trending topics. Now let's go to who's coming. Like we said, the month of March was the month to highlight Liberian designers.
Yes.
We've had such a wonderful time highlighting them. This month we had Benji from V-Check. V-Check design. God, just love me. I love me.
I love you too, friend.
V-Check designs. And did we have somebody else? No,
right. Yes, we did. We had Demarque Vu.
Demarquez-Vu, the bow tie man from Canada.
Yes.
He was here. We had a good time with him. And we had LK Reeves today. And next week, Thursday, we're closing the designer show with Moss and I. Hey! This is a designer that we can all attest to her work because we were there when she started. We have followed her. We're excited. She's going to be coming from Ekana Creations. She'll be here next Thursday. We're going to have fun. This lady is, she is so good that I'm hearing that people who have purchased her designs, that you don't even have, she doesn't even have to see you. She can just, you send your measurement, you guys talk a couple of times, she'll be able to gather everything in one loop.
To gather the waste.
Gather the waste. So next week, Maud will be here. We're excited about her. And you don't want to miss that show next week. We're so excited. And as we go, we can only say that we hope that Justice, I'm already calling her Justice.
I know, right?
Judge Jackson will be awarded that job. She deserves it.
Queen Hot deserve it.
Queen Hot deserve it. She deserve it.
She deserve it.
So y'all please get a woman to join. Y'all Republican people, y'all start talking plenty.
We're going there. We're not
there's
going
the
there.
Woman the job.
Republican,
Democrats come together. Republican Democrats gotta get out more job. But on a serious note, she's a woman of excellence. She's done pretty well. She has touched every piece of a historical fabric that we need. People, young girls should look up to her and want to excel. Somebody who came from all the way from going to public school.
Humble beginnings.
Yes, humble beginnings. Yeah, and she's still very humble.
Yes, she
still
is.
Very, very humble. And we're watching.
That's Black girl magic for you.
Yes.
Pure Black girl magic.
Yes. And she's going to be breaking the ceiling. We cannot wait.
Yes,
we'll be and this is the thing. Celebrating. If you are in solidarity with that woman, change your profile. Send a message as a Black woman. I've done that already. I encourage you to do that. Send a message out there and say to her, we are proud of you. And like Cory Booker said, one of his cousins came to the hearing because she wanted to sit behind her and say, I've got your back.
Yes.
But I don't have the opportunity to sit at the Senate hearing. I don't have the opportunity to be in her environment, but I have the opportunity to say, I'm so proud of you that I want my profile to be you.
Yes. So let's flood social media with her.
Yes. Let's do what we can. Let's make a statement. Let's all, women and men. I think it's something that we can all be excited for. So I think we've done it for today.
Yes, we have.
We will see you all. You don't want to miss our show any show in April. Folks, we're booked. We are booked till June. We're not small people. You hear me? Let me blow small, man. Man. This is the women's show. We are booked. But on a serious note, this show is equally your show as it is ours. If you have anybody who you want to talk, we're also looking forward to talk to some of our political leader wives in Liberia. Just talk about what they do for outside of work. Claire Weir, Mr. Cummings' wife, Mrs. Boyka, Katima Boyka, please, if you're out there, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, we don't want to talk politics. We want to talk about other things that you do. What does Ellen Johnson Sirleaf do for fun? Does she run? Does she play basketball? Does she cook?
She reads and writes.
Yes. Want to talk to all of you. So make some connections, my people. Let's get out there. Let's get the show out there. Let's talk to people. And also you, if you're just here, if you're a color seller and you want to come on here, come on. Make sure you mail some of the color to me. I got her to eat. So
we got to test the product, right?
Yes. But thank you, folks. Until next week, Thursday, same time. We will be here. We thank you for watching. We appreciate you for following us. Tomorrow is what day?
Yama Friday.
We got some stuff. Listen to me. Let me tell you a secret. I went on somebody's page today and I saw some kind of masseuse. Honey.
I saw that thing too, ma.
First thing in the morning, I will share on that page and I will run fabulous.
I saw it. I
Honey,
saw that.
You saw it?
I saw it, man.
Hey,
I've never seen something like that.
That other massage there with no husband. If that your wife doing that, Papa. Just
I can't make it, oh man. I can't make it.
Oh, that
other one passed me.
Explicit.
I was stay
married
with
women that doing that massage.
I was stay with the trench coat, man.
Yeah, man.
I draw what I want.
I saw you. I said, hey.
Yeah, I saw you. I said, you said, hey? When you saw you, I said, target. Yeah, draw what in la
I said, Lord, when I saw that thing today, I said, Lord, you know I'm a virgin. Oh, Jesus.
No, okay, let me tell you what I did. Let me tell you what I did. When I saw it, I will let it. I watched it all the way to the end. Then I pressed rewind. And then I watched it again.
But we will be sharing it because some people are just really talented. My thing is, how is there no connection with all of those?
They want to show you the one they want to see now. They want
I
to
will
show you
the other secret what we saw today that I'll share for me to see Agatha. We will share it with you.
Tomorrow y'all come close. Tomorrow will be
tomorrow soon you wake up, we will share it. Yama Friday. So nonsense.
I see you, man.